You know what's crazy? I used to think the moon was an asteroid like Pluto, but it's more of a meteor that crashed into Earth and a piece of it broke off. Apparently, a shape like the moon got chipped off and went into our orbit, going counterclockwise. But for some reason, we seem to only see one side of the moon, called the near side. But why? Well, since we know that the moon's made out of a rock that reflects light from the sun, it's all about perspective. Typically, the same side of the moon is reflecting, but we seem to see different phases because of the rotations, starting with new moon, waxing crescent, first quarter, waxing gibbous, full moon, waning gibbous, third quarter, waning crescent, and then we return to the new moon. Although not many phases, it takes, believe it or not, 29.5 days to finish its cycle, and 27.3 days to finish its revolution around Earth. But let's break it down to how many days it takes for each moon. Thank you, real life me. According to the division's quotient, it would take about 3.5 days for each moon phase to change. But how can you remember waxing and waning, you may be asking? Well, here's a simple trick. Think of waxing as wax on and waning as wane off. But don't say it out loud or you'll sound like a fool. But the original origin was from Ye Olde English, waxing, meaning to grow or increase, though waning is clearly to decrease or diminish. Opposites. Though crescent and gibbous are a lot similar, gibbous meaning hump as in camel's back, it does look similar. No, stop. Though crescent's meaning is a lot more complicated, so please forgive me for mispronouncing things. Selene, the moon goddess, was described as having crescents upon her head, which was her horns, in which it means the curved sickle shape in the waxing or waning moon, or to shorten it in my own words, a sliver of light. Now about the eclipses. Oh right, the umbra is the central dark spot in an eclipse, and the penumbra is the bright part of the eclipse. But why don't we have an eclipse all the time? Well, we do actually have eclipses more often than we think. There usually is a 66% of our eclipses taking place at sea. Back on track already. Why don't we have eclipses all the time? Well, here's your answer. Typically, eclipses happen during our equinox, since planets are almost aligned to the correct degrees. What is the difference between lunar and solar eclipses? Or at least, what are they? You may be thinking. It's a simple difference. A lunar eclipse is all of the moon phases in a moment's notice, but this time it's because of the Earth's shadow. And solar eclipses, well, it's when the moon goes in front of the sun, but instead of us casting a shadow on the moon casts a shadow on us because of the position we are on, SME, or Sun, Moon, Earth. And for lunar eclipse, it's SCM, or Sun, Earth, Moon. But there is a weird oddity about the moon's orbital path. It seems to be locked in a constant cycle around us, yet it seems to be in almost a perfect ellipse. Well, that's all for now. See ya.